I am the self-help hacker. Let's talk about this. It's funny, the paradox of I don't want to look old, I don't want to age. But what's funny is when it really comes down to it, it's not this thing we should dread as far as aging and looking older. What I have personally found is it comes down to being fit. I mean, if you're healthy and you're fit and you're in control of your body to the best of your ability, then that's more attractive, more admirable than someone who just happened to, quote, age well. Like, oh wow, look at that person, they're 50 years old. Can you believe that? They don't have any wrinkles, their hair hasn't turned gray, you know. Okay, so they have a youthful appearance, but in reality, there's something to be said about eating right and being active. Whatever exactly that means, however hard the workout is, because that's something you actually control. It's so silly to think that we should praise someone because they are aging well and they don't look at their age. I mean, that's nice, and you should say that to compliment them, but ultimately, that's genetics. A lot of it is genetics. And what's funny is, you have no control over your genetics. That was already determined by the time you were born. But you do have control over taking care of yourself, exercising, eating right, mentally taking care of yourself, which is what these videos are all about, making sure that you assign emotions where they matter, making sure you've forgiven everyone who in your life that if there's any chance you haven't forgiven somebody, well, that's still going to be on you, not on them. That's your problem. And whether they care or not that they hurt you, it's still on you to sort that out. Mentally being healthy and physically being healthy are very much entwined. That's the thing that matters. That's the thing we have control over. Who cares if you really, do I dye my hair or don't I? Who cares? I don't. But who cares if I did? None of that matters because I have no control over that. Let's get out of the mentality of praising people for good genetics. Instead, what are we doing ourselves to take control of our own lives, physically and mentally, to be healthy? Because those things are important. We're not praising genetics. Who cares? It's like I always say, you focus on what you can control, not on what you can't. Good for you if you win the gene lottery. Yesterday, I met this guy. He's actually 20 years older than me. He's 58. And I said to him, hey, you surely work out, don't you? And he laughed. He's like, sorry, I'm the guy that eats whatever I want to. I do a few push-ups every once in a while, but it's just genetics. And that is good for him. I'm happy for him. But at the same time, does he deserve any true praise? He's lucky. And in some way, we all win the gene lottery in some regards. There's some part about our aging process that we lucked out with. And like, for example, my dad, man, I can't even see without my glasses. My dad is like 62, right? I believe. He's in his early 60s and he doesn't have to wear glasses. He's never had to worry about that. I can't even relate to that because when I take off my glasses, I'm like, So we all win the gene lottery in some way. But does that mean that a person is extra special because of that? Why do we praise them for that? We celebrate, hey, that's good, you won that thing. Whereas they won one thing, I won something else in the gene lottery. It's all arbitrary because we all have things we're born with that we can't control that actually, in theory, set us back in the gene lottery. While the others, we won. It's a mixed bag. But it's a matter of, we get to control our mental health. We get to take control of that, and we get to take control of our physical health. And it's important to balance those out because they are so connected. Your thoughts belong right here.